Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I thought it'd be a great idea if I went ahead and shot one because some really good things are happening. It's coming apparent who the Hazarian Mafia really is. In my research for years now, it was hard to spot these guys. You didn't know who was good, who was the white hats, and who was the black hats. Well, thankfully, because of Trump and QAnon, and if you haven't heard of QAnon, he's on Twitter. I recommend you start listening and decoding his posts because they are very close and collaborated by Trump's tweets as well. You can really figure out the game well there. But I'll do the best I can to lay it out for you as the way it presently sits, okay? And I am somebody you can listen to because, yes, I am a Mason, but just like the rest of these companies out here, Fortune 500s and these crooked governments and, all these bad guys in power, all these companies and governments have two factions, white hats and black. And notice I black. Well, the Masons are just like that. There was some guys at the top that shouldn't be. But you'll see corrections. If he shouldn't be there, by the way. They'd have to find evidence of fraud and criminal act and acts of war tied back to the Masons directly. I'm not saying that's not possible, but me personally, I don't believe it. Think we're more like the church to where we're just pulled in for collaboration with people. So, we're just part of the discussion. We're not out here backing Al-Qaeda and ISIS to desettle or destabilize a whole nation. We're not out here doing that. We're fighting it. Putin's fighting it. China's fighting it. It's another thing that sounds really weird, I know. But I do believe that Putin, Trump, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the president of China's name right now. It's just, I'm knowing it. It's just, some names you can't remember. They're kind of complicated. But these gentlemen ran this coup in Syria. Putin threatened Trump if he strikes Syria that he would strike back. And a lot of us never thought Trump would actually do it, but he did. And I was not happy, let's put it that way, because I could not make it up, figure it out in my mind, what reason he would have had to do that. Until 2 days later, when the truth came out with no leaks. It was amazing, actually, because the other side right now can't do anything without pretty much everybody knowing. But the way it came out was Trump, Putin, and the president of China all agreed that Trump would come and strike, but he gave Assad in Syria and Putin days' notice before he struck. They cleared out the whole area, and from what I'm hearing, the targets they did hit were beneficial to the Al-Qaeda, ISIS rebels that are being backed by the bad black hats factions of the American CIA, coupled along with a couple other agencies like the FBI and all these guys all in this dirty little web that Trump is trying his damnedest to cut it off at the bud, get rid of these guys. I mean, they're saying now that the White House is secure, which means QAnon tweeted that the White House is secure, which means they feel everybody's on their team, the white hat team, in the White House presently. So now they're branching off to the other agencies, the FBI, the CIA, and every other little small faction between them to root out the evil. These guys are evil. I mean, the CIA was running kids for sex trafficking, drugs from Afghanistan. We were using Marines to guard the poppy fields in Afghanistan. And I'm pretty sure using military transports to bring this shit back to America. But they wouldn't take it to America. They take it to their partners in Mexico, where they're partnered up with the Mexican mafia, whose soldiers of the MI-13 up here, the gangsters that Troop's talking about, which are honestly the drug mules of this drug running faction of the Black Hats. They're the ones bringing the MI6 is the gang that's handling the toting. And then they break it off all the other gangs when they get it across the border. That's the problem. That's why Trump is now sending down the Coast Guard and backups down to the Mexican border to shut this down until we can get something resolved of a wall, some kind of border going on. We're going to have to guard it more heavily, which I think is a smart move. Don't you think it's funny that nobody's seen George Soros on TV for a while? Nobody's seen Bill Gates on TV for a while. Nobody's seen Obama. It's been a little while since Hillary's given an interview. I can't, there's a bunch of them. And the only reason you're still seeing the crooks in Congress and in the Senate is because they gotta do their job. I think Trump doesn't want everybody to see all his cards. And if certain senators and congressmen just he's firing some of them, but some of them maybe, I don't know, maybe he thinks he can work with them, or maybe he needs something from them. But trust me, we are coming. We're coming. We're coupled with huge outfits like Anonymous. Anonymous put pretty much 90%. It's called Anonymous Global. If you're online and you've watched any of this shit, you would know who Anonymous Global. It's the guys that wear the mask. They're pretty influential. They're pretty big. They're all hackers. So they're like hacking patriots, as you will. So we're hitting them with the information front. We're hitting them with hacking their shit and getting information. We're hitting them like they're hitting all of us. We're listening to them like they're listening to all of us. We're fighting back. So anyway, Anonymous Global was putting probably 90% or more of their efforts in hacking the social media to allow QAnon's tweets to be posted and reposted, because the way the algorithms are set up with Facebook, Twitter, and all the other, Snapchat, all of them, is that shit gets blocked. So this is taking a lot of effort from a lot of people to push this forward, and I just hope more of you start thinking a little more open-minded and just basically ask yourself, what kind of America do you want your children and grandchildren to grow up in? And it wouldn't be that hard to figure out which side you really are on. So get out there, do a little research, guys. QAnon, Trump's tweets, and there's lots of guys out here that are huge online that are even now helping you decipher QAnon. See, they have to write it in the code, because that's the only way they can get a message out to the masses without just bluntly saying what they're going to do, I guess, or what's coming. The code thing slows down the travel of certain information considerably. You know what I mean? When you got to decode something, the other side has to, it's already too late if they get the picture. But we have plenty of guys on our side that, will do, I guess not on our side, I don't know how to put it, but they'll help you decode QAnon. If you look at a QAnon's post, you're going to go, what the hell does this mean? And you're just not going to watch it again. So just look for, I guess, go to YouTube and go Google QAnon Decoded, and plenty will come up. So I hope you use this little bit of information and really start looking at the real stories and what's really going on. And let's just wake up and bring this thing home, because we are winning. And with a couple more people seeing this video, we're winning just that much more. And we just have to keep the momentum going to make America great again. Thanks, guys.